Hey guys, welcome to Euro USD review. I haven't reviewed it yet since the Sunday open, so let's get right into it. If you're not sure what the levels mean, the white ones are all that matter. Orange ones are more minor levels for profit taking and for confluence on setups. I'm ideally looking for setups at the white levels. If I don't get one, I will sometimes enter, but if not, usually there's a setup right above it that could work better, and I'll explain that in a second. So we started on Sunday here at 5 o'clock, and we pushed up to this level and sold back down. So this level was starting to become a resistance for us for further upside. We tagged it again at 8 p.m. and sold down. So now I really think the reclaim of this setup of this level was very obvious to me. Afterwards, which we did sell down, dipped below this level right here and these lows. So this low is about 16.17 up to 16.36. So 20-point low. I'd grade that as a good low to work with on a failed breakdown. And that's what we got. So at 9:30 p.m. we dipped below it, and then we started pushing up. We sold back down a little bit more below it again at 10 p.m. and then slowly started going back up. I noticed that we held above for almost an hour, so around 11:30, 11 when I was going to bed. I did take a small entry on a failed breakdown since the stop loss would have been very low, literally 8 points below if you wanted, or even about 10, 12 points if you wanted to be a little bit more riskier with the stop loss below either of these lows. And boy, was that a great low, because that has gone up over 130 points about right now. But yes, this simple failed breakdown was the first setup that happened on Sunday. Then we mentioned the reclaim of this level was obvious as we were working on it. Eventually, later on, while I was sleeping, we did reclaim that level around 2 o'clock. We back tested it multiple times, including at 5:30 for one more entry, kind of like a mini failed breakdown here. We set a low, went above, went up below, and then started going back up, and that worked out great. We're on a 30-minute chart here, keep that in mind. Next, we already tested this level once here, once back here on Wednesday last week, so it was definitely a little weaker. And then third time through, we pushed through, sold back down, and then started pushing back up. Awesome reclaim setup here. The second type of reclaim I like for in terms of acceptance, where you go above the level of reclaim, come back, back test it, and then start pushing back up. You see we didn't go below this level. That is textbook setup right there, but definitely something that I'm looking for on the daily. And then that went directly up to 2 levels up, tagged that, and then sold off into Monday. And then from Monday around 1 o'clock until about 4:35 this morning, Tuesday, we had a very small range where we just consolidated at this level. From my experience now, this is generally bullish when we're just kind of stuck to a level and not going down, but just kind of like staying there, selling sideways, if anything. And I was looking for some type of setup here, and we got like a mini fail breakdown here. I didn't take it. Obviously, I was sleeping at 4 a.m. But then when I woke up, I noticed that we did have this cluster here, and I would love for us to sell below it and then set up a failed breakdown. And that's exactly what happened. You have some 10 point, 15 point, up to a 20-point low. So I'd call this a cluster of lows. We sold below it at 9 o'clock open, 9 o'clock, and then we started pushing back up. And that's it. That's a great setup right there. And from there, we went up directly about 50 plus points to this blue level that was important a few weeks ago. And now we are kind of just in no man's land, consolidating here. And we have been moving on up a lot lately. Let's go to a 2-hour chart real quick. It's been very minimal drawdown after this gorgeous failed breakdown we got last Thursday. And we are up now over 200 points in just a couple of days of work. Let's see what we get. We need some more pullback now. We need some structure to be built, some lows set so we can potentially take better setups. On the other side above us, I would say this level right here is a clear resistance right now to unlock the rest of the potential. So let's see what happens. Good luck, guys.